Hi there, it's Emma from Emma's Cards and Paper Crafts. Today I've got another kit to share with you. This one is called the Birthday Fancy Kit, and this one is similar to the heirloom arrangements in the way that it's different cards. You don't have any duplicate cards. So you get the detailed instructions for three cards. And then you just have the image of all of the other cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different cards you get in here. So let's take a peek. So we have got our mini stamping spot, but I tend to use my big pads. So it is a stamping kit. So we have our stamp artwork so that we can put it in a case. So I have up here, let me just get one of my other ones. So kits I've completed, I keep the instructions in a clear stamp case with the artwork and the stamps, so that if I want to use the stamps again, they're on my shelf. I'll just pop that one back, and I have got a clear empty case ready for this one to go into. Oh, if I can get it off the shelf. So I've just taken all of my retired ones down. So I'll be putting these in this one here. So I'm going to pop the artwork in here. So it's mainly just sentiments, which is also nice. Just have some sentiments. So let's see what we get in here. I have already opened this kit and shown you in a previous video, but we didn't actually make anything before. So I think it's probably just when I did my unboxing video. So you've got some sticky dots, you've got your block because it's a stamping kit, you've got some tearing tape, and then you have your mini stamp set. So we've got sentiments: sweetest birthday wishes, let's eat cake, happy birthday, sending you happy birthday wishes, home to celebrate, wishing you another year as sweet as you, and then for you. So just some nice birthday sentiments. And we've got our envelopes just here, and they are foiled ones. If you see my last video, you know I'm obsessed with foiled things, so envelopes are going to go up there. And then we have got various different pieces. So you've got lots of layers. So that was like what I liked about the heirloom arrangements kit, was that you got lots and lots of layering going on. I like the circle doily type ones as well. And then we've got some banner pieces, we've got some white banner pieces, and then we have some gold foiled banner bits. And then how many different cards do we have? We have, I think, 3 different designs of cards. So we've got the, I want to say it is petal pink. I know it's the weird, funny pink that, like, I want to say it's petal pink, but I can't remember if that was one of the ones that retired. You've got your white and gold foiled, and you've got the blue spotty. It might even say here the colours. Yes, petal pink, Lost Lagoon, Fresh Freesia, Strawberry Slash, and gold. Oh, and Darling Duckling are in here. So we are going to make the first 3, which are these ones here, which, if I look at the front, is probably this one, this one, and stripy one, and this, no, I'm not sure which the other one is. Maybe it's this one. I know it's a stripy background. Maybe it's these 3, I'm not sure, but we're going to go with it. And then I will do the first 3 today, and then I'll probably follow up and do another 3 in the next video, or maybe we'll do 4 today. We'll see how we go. So we're going to start off with number 1, which says we need a foiled card base. So I'm just going to collect all of the pieces that it shows me I need for this one. So the foiled card base, The petal pink that goes along the bottom. And then one of these pink doily shapes. And then what do we need in the way of decoration? So we need this one here. 2 strawberries. We've got this one and this one so far. Don't think it's any more of these. No, we've got this one and this one so far. So we're still looking for that little one, which is a macaron, which is that one there. And this one just here. So now we're just looking for the big pieces, which I'm assuming will all be on here. So we want the one with the cloche on the top of it. I assume that's how you say it. We want a teacup. We want the small on a gold stand. So that'd be this one here, I think. And then we want the nice big wide cake. So I think that's everything now for that one. So we will pile everything up out the way that we don't need for this one. There we go. Pop that there. And also we did get a nice big sheet of dimensionals. So card number 1, it gives you a demonstration of what you need for each one. So the first things first, it's telling us to stamp on our petal pink. So let's find my ink. What colour am I looking for? Lost Lagoon. That's all the way at the back, typical. I really need to switch my inks around because I put all of my brights and I want to say pastels, but pastels is not the right word, but the lighter colours at the back, and they're the ones I use the most, whereas I should have put my Regals and my other ones at the back out the way. So I'm going to swap those over one day and have another fine tune of my workspace, because it has kind of got a little bit chaotic along here again. So we're going to stamp, it says happiest birthday. So with the last kit, which was the heirloom arrangements, we did end up with lots of little leftover pieces, and I managed to make some bonus cards at the end. So I'm hoping that's going to be the same with this one. We're going to need those out as well, that out as well. I'll keep my nice little zippy bag to one side. And then I'll also keep this little bag as well, because they're handy for random little things. So, oh, now my stamp's got stuck to my paper. It will just about fit widthways. There we go. Oh, it's stuck to my paper again. It says to stamp it right up, or quite up close to this end. You don't have to follow the instructions step by step, but it is much easier if you're not so confident in your own card building, should I say, or if you're not so confident in layering and placements and things like that. So next up, it's showing us where we should put our dimensionals, are shown by these little, I want to say hexagons. Then your glue dots are the little tiny circles, and then your tape is shown by the stripes. So we're going to put some tearing tape on the back of this one. We're just going to give a rough estimate. I usually manage to way overestimate this and end up having, oh, I should have put it way more this way, but still, just on the edge. And then we want 2 little strips on the back of our circle. I'm just going to rip that in 2 because that was way too long. So one there, that's those 2 prepped for sticking. Now we're going to prep our cake with a cloche. This cake here, this bowl of cherries, they all need sticky dots, which sticky dots can be tricky. Glad I don't have nails anymore, or should I say artificial nails. When I had gel nails, it was a pain trying to pick up sticky dots. So yeah, I'm just going to follow the general consensus on how many sticky dots you should use. So that is the ones with sticky dots prepared, and then all of the others. See, this one here actually says to cut our dimensionals into pieces. That is just so that they don't have to give you mini dimensionals as well, which I've probably got some mini dimensionals right in front of me. There we go, I've found a little sheet of mini dimensionals. So we can probably just put a mini one right in the centre there, and that will be enough. And then we've got, so those ones are done. This one, this one, this one, and this one that need dimensionals. And then my sheet of dimensionals is here. So I'm going to just use this sheet for this, for purposes of demonstration, to see if I get any left over. I'm going to put exactly the amount it tells me to, and see if they actually give you extras, or whether they're a bit stingy, or what. So just in the name of learning about what we've got in the kit. So the only thing we used extra was the 1 mini, just to avoid cutting some of this up, because I'm not feeling like cutting things up today. So now we're going to go on to the assembly. Now that we've stuck all of those on, I'm just going to pop these back a little bit. So we've got a nice little pile here. Dimensionals can go on the pile. So we're going to take our card base, which we're going to put in the landscape view. First it says to stick on our circle doily kind of shape, but we want it so it's just tucked under the edge of our pink, and our pink strip goes right up to the end of the edge of the card. So I'm going to put this reasonably close to the bottom, and it looks like it's about a centimetre-ish away from that side. But they're not rules, they're more like just little guidelines of it may look good if you put it here. So this is going to go right along the bottom, like so. And then next up we are going to get our big ones. So I'm going to take the backs off of these, place this one in the middle first, because the other two have got dimensionals, so we'll be slightly further forward. So this is just over the edge of this. I'm going to say the blue is in line with the top of the pink. Put it down a smidge actually, because we put our pink bit down a little bit too low, I think. But it's fine. Like I say, it's not rules, it's more like guidelines. And this one goes to the left, just here, but I am going to put them so they all are the same height. And then this one here, it's actually on sticky dots as well. So yeah, I'm going to push it up close and just pop it just in front. And then next up we have all of our little bits and bobs. So we're going to start with the ones that, oh, this is the only one on a sticky dot actually, which is the bowl of berries. I want to say cherries actually, not berries. And that one's going to go I'm just going to put it here. We might have to just move some bits around a smidge, like so. And this one goes around about here. And we've got our little macaron. It goes. Just going to carefully tuck it under there like so, just because otherwise my word's going to be hidden. I should have stamped a little bit closer to the edge, I think, or gone across a little bit to the left. And then last up we've got our little strawberries. I think they are, yep, strawberries. And they go. Should have put the dimension on the other half. Never mind. They go just there. Just like that. So there we go, there's that one. Let's have a look to see what number 2 is. So number 2 has got a nice little frame. So here it gives us our instructions on what pieces we need. So this is going to be the blue spotty background. So card base acquired. Now we're looking for that'll be this outer frame. I'm interested to see how they suggest we adhere these outer frames, because you've got so many pretty lacy bits that glue dots I think are going to be too big for it. Pop that bit over there. What else do we need? So we need a white, right, first of all, actually, do we need any of these? Right, we need this orange, I say orange jelly. Any more of these that we need? That pinky coloured cup we need. Don't need anything else off of that sheet. Don't need anything off of that one. Other cakes must be on this one. So yep, got this one here. And then I don't see this cake here. Perhaps I'm just being blind. But no, there's definitely no ones with like wavy bits and strawberries. Perhaps we have some more hidden. Ah, there's another sheet hidden underneath there. There it is. And we need this little white rectangle here. So there's that one. So let's count up our pieces. We've got a cup, we've got all of our big cakes. So we need a little pink macaron, a little peach macaron, and then we need this one just here. I think that's it. Yep. So we can carefully put this little stack out of the way. Pop all of the pieces just there. Our frame. Now let's go to instructions for number 2. So it's actually telling us to put a sticky dot in each corner for that, but first we're going to stamp our sentiment, which is sweetest birthday wishes. Let's just grab out the second block just because it's easier. There we go, sweetest birthday wishes. I'm going to put my instructions up here in front of me. Let's get our sentiment piece. That's close enough to central for me. It will do. Slightly to the left, but never mind. Close that up so I don't get inky. And then let's get down to sticking. So we don't need any of the tearing tape for this one. This one is all sticky dots and dimensionals. So let's put them into piles. So this one is sticky dots. This one's sticky dots. That one's dimensionals. Dimensionals. Sticky dot. Dimensional. Sticky dots. Oh, excuse me. These sticky dots seem really, really huge though to be going in this corner. Don't really want to change the way it says to do it, but I am going to snip these in half because they just look way too big for me. So the top edge is slightly wider than the side edge, so I'm going to put my sticky dots on my top and my bottom edges. Just like so. So we're going to place our frame first. So now I've got the trouble of trying to get the backing off of them with them being even smaller than normal. There we go, and this is just going to go central on the card. I don't like the way the front of that goes. This is going to be the front. So sometimes when you fold your cards, you get minute little overlap. So you can see the white from the inside, and I don't like seeing that on the front, so I always put that side to the back, just because I'm fussy. There we go. There's that down. It's firmly stuck. Right, so now we're going to go... Oh, we didn't even put our sticky dots on these ones yet. Let's get our sticky dots on these. So it says 1 on there, and 3 on each of the others. Personally, the way we're using sticky dots at the moment, I don't think we're going to have nearly enough for the whole kit. But it might slow down, or we might not use so many for the others. So this one goes in the middle. Why is that going to go in the middle? It's going to go slightly... Yeah, I'm going to say slightly there. Slightly there, whatever that means. It's not quite central, it's slightly to the left is what I was trying to say. And then try and tuck this one under as well, I think. one just there like that. That's a little bit wonky, but it's fine. It's fine. And then we show our dimensionals next before we can stick any of the others down. So it says one for that, one for that, one for that, then just put 3 on this one. Like that, and then 2 for our sentiment. 1, 2. Now we can continue building. So this one goes on next. That one's going to have to go in front. Like so. And then we can add all of our little bits and bobs along the front. So this more rectangular cake goes right about there. Our teacup goes off over to the left, just there. Our peachy coloured macaron, I want to say it is peach pie colour that is. That one goes there. Then that one goes there. And then our sentiment goes over on the right. So while this kit does have lots of foiled bits, I feel like it's missing bling on some of these cards. Could do with a little bit of sparkle, I think. There we go, there's card number 2. So the last one for today will be card number 3, which is going to be a peach stripy background. With that one there. And then we want a peach coloured, I'm going to call them lacy piece, because they are kind of lacy layers. Actually, if we look on this sheet here, oh, I've really gone and put that in the ink, haven't I? That wasn't very clever. We're going to have a lemon pie. We're going to have 3 mini macarons. Have flowers. And then we're on to cakes. So we want a strawberry cake, which I think is this one here. Got slightly different colours, but I think it's that one. Then we need the pink jelly cake. Has anybody ever seen those actual jelly cakes that have got like flowers inside them? I think they're amazing how they do those. There we go, so that's that one. So that's all of our pieces here. We need a white rectangle, which is one of these here. And this one says time to celebrate. So that'll be the stamp we need to get out. Let's just stack those nicely again. So instructions for number 3 in front. Let's get a third block out. I've got so many blocks in this drawer. This drawer is practically just blocks. So stamps. Time to celebrate. Again, we will do our stamping first, just so that we don't get any ink on anything else. I say that, but then again, put that right next to a inky stamp from before. So there's our sentiment piece. Wasn't quite inked. enough on the T for me. There we go, time to celebrate. Put that block over here too, and the rest of my stamps. Let's close this up. So we are going to want the tearing tape on the back of this one. So there's nothing saying you have to use the peachy coloured side. You could use, well, I say peach, it's petal pink. You could use the white side if you really wanted a bit more of the colour difference. And it says to put 3 lines of tearing tape on it, and I've lost my end. Where have you gone? There you are. One across the centre, and one at the bottom. So that's those, and then we're going to get all of these pieces here. So that one's dimensionals, 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 dimensionals. So it's just these two here with the sticky dots. So sticky dot there. Let's going to put 3 on this one. 1, 2, 3. And then let's get everything with its stickies on. Make more sense, wouldn't it? And then our dimensional sheet, where did I put them there? So it's saying 2 on this one, like that. 2 on the lemon pie. 1 on the macarons. And 2 on our sentiment. So let's start building. So this time we're going portrait. I'm going to peel the backing off this first. And that is going to go central again. Well, roughly central. My central is not very central sometimes. I'm going to start off with the jelly cake. I say jelly cake, it just looks like jelly. Looks like jelly on a stand. There we go. That one goes about there, with a little bit hanging off the side. Then we're going to do this one here. It's going to come slightly further forward and just touching that one, so that's kind of central. And then our flowers are going to go near our jelly cake, like that. Then next up we got our peach pie, not peach pie, our lemon pie, which is going to go in front of our flowers, just like that. And then macarons, going to go over there. And then our sentiment is going to go at the top. Like so. So there we have it. There is our first 3 cards of the birthday fancy kit. So let's compare to the front. So we made this one here, this one here, and this one here. So this one, and this one are the 3 that we made. And then in my next video I will try and do these quite close succession. We will do 3 or 4 more maybe, but while I've got all of the kit open and everything else, pile everything up into the correct piles, and then we'll know whether we've got extras or not as well. And it will just make building them a lot quicker in the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this kit so far, and I look forward to seeing you in the next part. See you again soon. Bye bye.